think you should be.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Beckett, and we're going to be going over something that sounds easy, but isn't. It's stupid. So lately, I've been having trouble with aiming and just getting so frustrated with the game, where I just kept changing my sensitivities, messing with it, like every time, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And I just couldn't figure it out. It was bugging the hell out of me. So I'm gonna go through something that helped me because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm pretty new to PC. Actually, Battlefield 1 is kind of me dipping my feet in the water. So let me show you the settings that I had before. Alright, where are we going? Options. Okay, so go ahead and look. Don't laugh too. So I had my mouse sensitivity like 55, and then I don't know why I had my vehicle raw. That doesn't matter. Controller doesn't matter. I don't use a controller. Okay, this is where it gets weird. So I had like 65% zoom sensitivity on the one I use always. That's my normal iron sights, whatever. And then when I sniped, it was like 4, and everything always seemed blurry, and I could never figure it out. So yeah, I was always lost. And then this thing, uniform soldier aiming, was always on. I could never understand it. And now I kind of get something. I figured it out. So I'm going to show you and walk you guys through everything you need to know. So we're going to reset this, and we are going to come back. We're just going to exit out of that. So the first thing we want to do, we want to go and search for mouse settings. Make sure the mouse acceleration is not on. So just type in mouse settings. If you're on Mac, I don't really know how to do it, but if you're on Windows 10, you should see something like this. If you're on something before, you should be able to just not have to click the additional mouse button. Something should already come up. I'm hoping. So we're going to go to additional mouse settings, and I believe it's pointer options or something. So this is, it says enhanced pointer position. So that's basically like mouse acceleration. We don't want that because it will overcorrect us sometimes when we move really fast, really hard. That's never good in first person shooter ever. So make sure that's not clicked. I already unclicked it, so we click it, then we're going to unclick it, apply. Okay. And I'm using a Logitech, I think G300 series. It's a very good gaming mouse. It's not top of the line. It's like the cheap one, but it does everything. I have five buttons. I think it's DPI or something. And what I was doing, I didn't even have the thing installed, so it was just like using a regular mouse. So we're gonna go click on that, and we want to use onboard memory. If you're using a regular mouse, you might have to turn your sensitivity up a little more in game. So onboard memory. So we're gonna go to settings. So I put mine at 1000 DPI. That's just like how fast when you move your mouse, how far on the screen it moves. Okay. Sometimes there's profiles on the higher ones, but this is the one I got. So I just put it on 1000. I think the DPI goes to 2000, so the report rate or whatever. Yeah, that's that. I assigned that. Okay, so now we're gonna go into game, and I'll walk you through. So we're going to controls. Okay, so everything should be reset. So at my DPI, I messed around with a little bit, and I stuck just 20%. That seems easiest. You'll notice a huge difference. You might have to lower yours or higher yours depending on what's going on with your mouse, all that. You know, you don't need it so high like crazy. I know some people run on 1%. Raw mouse, I can never talk. So raw mouse input, turn that on. You don't want any like accelerated mouse or it thinking you're going to be somewhere and then you're in the wrong place, especially when you're trying to get those headshots. Vibration, I just keep off there. I don't think there's any vibration on PC. That stuff I don't mess with. Soldier stick, that's only if you're using a controller, and if you have mouse and keyboard, there's no reason, unless you just prefer it, you know, but I'm not going to go into that. Soldier zoom sensitivity, just keep it default. Stuff like this, soldier sprint, it's all preference, you know. I like double tap forward. I don't like to hit the sprint button. Just double tap and boom, you're off. Same with that. Hold. These last three things are all preference. Whatever you like, however you feel. Yeah. Let me just reiterate. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I messed all of this up. And I was struggling so hard in game. I was like, man, I'm the worst player in the fucking game. I don't understand this. I can't hit nothing. Okay, so gamepad control schemes, all that. That's all. If you have a controller, you can mess with that if you want, but I don't go into that. Same with stick aiming acceleration. That's another gamepad thing. Center dead zone, X, all that, blah blah blah. We don't need to worry about any of that. We're gonna go joystick. I never use a joystick. A lot of pilots do. So, all right. So we want to keep. This means it's the same zoom, whatever we choose. So it would be, the sensitivity would be 100% of the 20%, if you catch me. So we want to keep like our hip fire the same, because then it messes up everything. Just trust me. My KD will prove itself. You can look it up. I just keep all that, you know. You don't need to change it at all. I won't mess with it at all. I think, yeah. And then we're going to go into, where is it? Okay, so this is the one. I want to talk uniform soldier aiming. It says it's supposed to make it easier to aim, muscle memory. It from everything I read about it, it like changes the view, so it makes it feel like it's the same, but it doesn't. Sometimes my iron sights look blurry, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, I don't know, it feels like it's 2 times scope when it's actually 1 or 2.5. So my personal opinion, just leave that off. Okay, guys? If any of this helped you out, please, and let me know in the comment if you like stuff like this, because I make idiot moves all the time, and I like to let people learn from my mistakes. If you like this, subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'll catch you guys next time. I try to upload as much Battlefield as possible. Sometimes recording and my schedule and being a father, everything gets all mixed up, but I do upload every time I can. And you can catch me at Twitter at xXbeckketXx. You guys have a great night. Thank you.